Okay. I am here, everybody. I want to try this. Hello. Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Why that noise? Why that noise?
Okay. Okay. All right. Me turn on sound alerts. Okay, I got refresh. Connect. There you go. We ready? All right. English.
This is a story of a furry named Legendary Freak.
I am not a furry. Okay, hold on.
We gather here as he runs through the Stanley parable.
Okay. Nice intro. You guys like my little soundboard?
Why the voice?
I was trying a soundboard out, okay? I also have this one. Hello!
Hello! Hi! Hi, everyone! Thank you, Andrew!
This is a story of a furry named Legendary Freak.
Yay, the first one sounded like corpse.
It's a narrator voice.
Legendary Freak is a furry. A furry.
Okay.
But the second one sounded like a high-pitched girl.
What do you mean?
I'm having too much fun with this. Yeah, you can probably clip that if you want.
I'm laughing lol.
This is a story of a furry named the Legendary Freak. He runs through the Stanley parable. Look at his little tail wag.
IDK how to clip so someone else need to do it.
I'm having too much fun with that. I need to stop. Okay. No. Okay. Please adjust slider until the computer is... Okay. There? Please enter the current time.
You're
Okay.
cut off lol.
Okay. Sure. It is 7? Yeah, 7:15. Oh God. Okay. Well, I just. Okay, there you go. No, accessibility. We gotta. Okay, cool. Begin the game. The end is never. The end is never. The end is loading.
This is the story of a man
Bro
named
nearly
Stanley.
sent us back in time.
Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on the
Button,
keyboard.
button.
Orders
All
came
right.
to him through a monitor on his desk,
Sounds like a
telling
great
him
time.
what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year.
Cool.
And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he
Right.
had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy.
Nice. I mean, if he's happy with it, sure.
And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow.
Uh-oh.
No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company
So he
had
is
this happened.
making
This
codes.
complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Okay. Also, you guys are gonna be, you guys are gonna like controlling everything I do. So I'm gonna be like everything you guys tell me to go, like go to this door or go through that door or whatever. You guys are gonna be the ones to tell me what to do. So, I think my live is kind of acting up too. Because I'm hearing the messages, I'm just not seeing them. Okay. Cool. Everything looks good. Oh! Don't move. Okay, now it's... Okay. Okay, now I'm seeing the messages. Okay, what am I not moving for? Oh, God. Don't move? Okay. I'm not gonna move. Hands off the keyboard. Is that what I'm supposed to do? What happens if I don't move? That's a funny dialogue. Okay. So, hands off the keyboard. Not moving. How long do I have to sit here, though, until I get the dialogue? How long does it take? Because I have a lot of energy that needs to go. Janja the hyena. Okay, hi, welcome in. Does this take a long... Okay, does this take a while? Drink. Ten minutes? Oh, God. Okay. Oh, God. 10 minutes. How long has it been? 2 minutes? Okay. Maybe we'll save this one for later.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Okay. Where's the meeting room?
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Okay, once we go... What do you guys say? Should I listen to him, or should I not? Listen to him, or not? Listen, or not? Listen, or not? Listen, it's... Which way? Which way? Which way? Which way? Which way should I go? Which way should I go? Oh, left. Okay. Ah, the meeting room.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Wait, I was reading that. How to solve a dispute with a coworker. Let it ball up inside you, taking it out passive-aggressively on other coworkers, resent. Using slides to assure every employee that everything is okay. Make sure your slide has a slick blue graphic on the header and some babel on the with text. Ah! Everyone is unique. You, most of all. Cool. Diversity. Number of slides on this slide. Slides, charts, charts and slides. Nice. Rate at which charts are the same as... Okay. Okay, I'm bored.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Up or down? Up or down?
Legendary. Enjoy your stream.
Hey. Yo, thank you. Don't listen to. Okay, so you want me to go down? Should I go downstairs? Is that what you want? Up or downstairs? Ah! Don't listen to it. So you want me to go downstairs? Is that what we're doing here? I'm letting you guys do this! Okay. Okay. It's just the chat is being slow. That's all. Okay.
But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss. Admitting he had left his post during work hours, he might be fired for that.
Oof.
And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk?
Oof.
All because he believed everyone had vanished? His boss would think he was crazy.
Huh?
And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy.
Huh?
All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all.
Ah!
None of it made any logical sense. And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations. For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down? Why did doors close automatically behind him wherever he went? And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar.
Yeah, they are!
Simply repeating. No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real. And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it. I'm dreaming!
I'm dreaming!
He yelled. This is all a dream.
Yo, Web Zachary,
What
thank
a
you for
relief
following.
Stanley felt to have finally found an answer, an explanation.
What?
His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all. And he thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon.
Yeah.
I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid. So, he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the ground. Then he imagined himself soaring through space on a magical starfield,
Huh?
and it too appeared. It was so much fun,
Oh.
and Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up. How was he remaining so lucid?
Right.
And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head
Oh my
telling
God!
everything that I'm doing and thinking? Now the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange. I'm dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought. And while he thought it all very odd and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth was that, of course, this was not a dream.
It's not a dream?
How could it be? Was Stanley simply deceiving himself? Believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself?
Huh?
Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life. Now, hearing the voice speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley. After all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream. Did the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all
Ye
that?
don't listen.
This voice was a part of himself too. Surely, if he could just... He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control.
All right,
that
let's
this
go.
was a dream. So he closed his eyes gently, and he invited himself to wake up.
Wake
He
up.
felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress on his back, the fresh air of a world outside this one.
Oh,
Let me wake up,
yes.
he thought to himself. I'm through with this dream. I wish it to be over.
Yes.
Let me go back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons.
Yes.
Please. It's all I want.
Yes.
I want my apartment, and my wife, and my job.
Yes.
All I want is my life exactly the way it's always been. My life is normal. I am normal.
Yep.
Everything will be fine.
Yep, it will.
I am okay.
Yep. Ah! I'm still here!
Stanley began screaming. Please, someone, wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please, just someone tell me I'm real. I must be real. I must be. Can anyone hear my voice? Who am I? And everything went black.
Stanley then became a furry streamer on the internet, on Twitch and TikTok. Stanley is now the legendary furry.
This is the story of a woman named Mariella.
Oh.
Mariella woke up on a day like any other.
Oh.
She arose, got dressed,
Oh.
gathered her belongings,
Oh.
and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself,
Okay.
and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. And although she would soon turn to go call for an
Okay.
ambulance, for
He's a
just
good boy,
few
lol.
brief moments,
Alright.
she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy. This much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane. I am in control of my mind.
Alright.
I know what is real and what isn't.
Alright.
It was comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better.
Oh.
But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day. The very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career. And by
Okay.
extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body. And then she turned and ran.
Yep. Okay, so we're not listening at all.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
So we're not listening at all. Is that what we're doing? Go right here this time?
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his
No,
left.
listen. Okay, we're listening. Like, we're listening to him. doing everything he says? Oh, don't listen?
Duh.
Don't listen? We're doing everything he said, like he says not to do. Let's go through like, let's never listen to him once. Is that what we want? Don't listen. Okay, cool.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well.
Yeah.
Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Okay.
Ah, yes, truly a room worth admiring.
Actually, yeah.
It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room.
Yep, definitely.
Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in.
I want the coffee. Okay.
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
So just don't listen at all. Okay.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Wow. Yes, you're going for the insults now.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting,
Should I jump off?
Someone you've forgotten
Let's
about.
jump off.
What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance. Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
Do we go to the red door? Red door or blue? Red or blue?
Blue hee hee hee.
All right. All right, let's go blue.
Aha, perhaps you misunderstood. Stanley walked through the red door.
Just keep going blue.
I still don't think we're communicating properly. Stanley walked through the red door.
Or you want to go to the blue again? Is it blue
Hee
again?
hee go through red.
Okay, we're going through red. Okay, blue. Blue or red? We have to make up our minds.
Red. The students think we're commuting properly.
Okay, we got 2 for blue, one for red. Let's go with the blue.
All right, fine. Go ahead, Stanley. You want to know so badly what's out there? You want to find out what lies at the end of this road you've chosen? Well, don't let me stop you.
Okay.
You see? There's nothing
The students
here.
think we're commuting
haven't
properly.
even finished building this section of the map because you were never supposed to be here in the first place. Broken rooms, exposed developer textures. Is this what you had wanted? Was it worth ruining the entire story I had written out specifically for you? Do you not think I put a lot of time into that? Because I did. And in the end, it was all for nothing. Because this is what you wanted to see. Help me here, Stanley. Help elucidate these strange and unknowable desires of yours. What would have made this game better? What did you want to see? Vehicles? Skill trees? Work with me. You've given me absolutely nothing so far. Tell you what. Let me take a stab in the dark at a new design, and you can give me some feedback. There we go.
Check.
Third
It is a
option.
PS5
This
connected
already
to the
feels
first
leaps
TV.
ahead of where we were before. Go ahead, Stanley. Take it for a spin.
I'm behind. Which door? Which door? Which door? Number 1, number 2, number 3. Which one? Ah! Ah! Wait, going 1, 2, 3. This being 3, 2, 1. Which one? Guys, which door? 1, 2, 3. I don't even know. Oh, wait. You can actually do that?
T. Durbin liked the live.
Oh, thank you. Oh, okay. Okay, we gotta pull up. Thank you. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Do I have a... Do I even have one? I have a lot on this board. I just can't find a one. Okay, we're doing 2. You want 2. There are so many. Okay. Nobody voted on the pool, man. Okay, we're going 2. Oh, it doesn't
Okay,
matter.
I'm going to stop you there. Now, tell me about your experience with this new version. Would you say that the game benefited from allowing you more choices? Feel free to be honest. I'm looking for some real critical feedback here.
1? Okay.
A 1? I mean, I can understand if you had reservations, you saw ways the game could be improved to more fully express itself mechanically and artistically, but a 1? That's not even helpful. What am I supposed to do with that? But I guess it isn't my place to judge. Here, based on the data from your previous playthrough, I've compiled a new version. And to be perfectly candid, I think I've knocked it out of the park with this one.
Okay.
Let's take a look.
Bet. The leaderboard. Wow. He got a leaderboard. Wait, what? Who are... Oh my god, these are actual people? Stanley. Oh, okay. Never mind. Okay. Which door now? Oh my god. Air Princess is empty. Wow. Okay. I'm being roasted. Okay, we want to go do 2 again. We want to go do this one. We want to go this one. know what? I don't know. So we'll go through this one.
Now, would you say that competitive leaderboard helped you feel motivated to keep walking through doors? Again, honest answers, please.
All right, give us a number. Give us a number.
Nah, 5.
Okay, I was gonna make a poll. I don't know how you even figured it out. Okay, 5.
Hey, I nearly forgot. I've got a prototype of a new game I've been working on.
bet.
And now would be a lovely opportunity to give it some play testing.
Okay.
You wouldn't mind taking a look at it, would you? Perfect. Let me boot it up.
Okay.
In this game, the baby crawls left towards danger. You click the button to move him back to the right. And if he reaches the fire, you fail. It's a very meaningful
Hi,
game.
I don't know, welcome.
All about the
Your support
desperation and
rocks.
tedium of endlessly confronting the demands of family life.
Don't do nothing?
I
Okay.
think the art world will really take notice. But of course, the message of the game only becomes clear once you've been playing it for
OMG.
about 4 hours. So why don't you give it 4 hours of play to make sure it's effective?
4
Be
hours?
sure to keep notes on your experience.
Oh my god.
You heartless bastard. Did you do it because you hate babies or purely to spite me? Because if it's the latter, well, I don't know what to do. I'm completely out of ideas. I can't think of a single thing that might improve the experience for me. I'm not even going to try. I'm out. I'm done. It's over. Thank you for playing. Your input was extremely valuable. Oh, hey, since my game was so awful, why don't we play someone
Wow.
else's game? Just to ease the pain. Let's see. What do we have here? Yes, this seems like it'll work. Let's give it a shot.
Okay, what is it? Okay.
Fascinating. What do you think this game is about, Stanley? What's our backstory? What is our motivation?
Yeah. All right.
Well, it seems obvious to me that you are meant to play as a creepy man spying on innocent civilians below you from up high in your creep tower, perhaps for some sort of twisted erotic purpose.
What the fuck?
Yes, that must be it. What a fascinating venture into the experience of total mental depravity. So far, I love everything about this game, Stanley. And it seems there's even
Okay.
more. Come, let's venture outward and see
It
what
was a
else is
good
out
game.
there.
It was a good game. Come on. I love this game. Oh. Hey, Camaro.
No, it can't be.
What? I remember
It
playing.
is. It's an open world game. Good God, quickly block it off.
Whoa. Okay.
Thank goodness, Stanley. What a close call. You really wandered off into that thing.
Okay.
That big, open, just wandering around. No right or wrong directions. No path to follow. You can just go in any...
What do you mean?
Oh, thank heavens we avoided it.
This was a
Out of
good
the
game,
woods now,
bro.
Stanley. Okay, I'm going to get us out of here. Let's find another game.
Jonesy
Preferably
Lake.
something with walls. Something with nice, big, insurmountable walls.
What? Okay.
Okay, I think this will be just the thing.
What is it? What? Okay.
Wonderful. See, this is exactly what I had in mind. Just a
Alright.
nice big box for you to run around in. There isn't any possibility that you could get lost here. Now this is game design.
Okay, I did get
Stanley,
lost in
if
the-
you manage to get lost in this game, I will be phenomenally impressed.
I did get lost in the other one. when I
Okay,
played
so
it.
what exactly do we do here? Let's see. There are lots of cars here in the back, but obviously there's no racetrack. Okay, I'm seeing that there's a ball of some kind back here. Is this game sports ball? Stanley, I think it's sports ball. Oh, what fun. We shall run the bases and do a touchdown together? Yes, I think surely we must.
Okay.
Okay, Stanley, here's the ball. Have fun.
All right. actually running. Holy shit.
Are you doing it? Are you winning? Is this fun? Is it better than my miserable little story that I worked so hard on?
Why are you?
Stanley, I have a
I
thought.
suck at this game.
And I realize I'm
real
not a
life, so-
sportsologist, but if one ball generates a certain amount of raw adrenal pleasure,
I suck
then
at this
surely
game.
multiple balls
I've always
makes
sucked
for
at
an
it.
even more euphoric sports experience. I'm going to try it out. Here comes another ball.
Okay.
Yes. Oh, goodness, that really does feel amazing, doesn't it? Stanley, I'm like a child in a confectionery shop. I simply have to have more. I'm insatiable. More balls.
Wait a
Bro.
minute, this isn't award-winning family multiplayer game, Mario Kart.
Alright.
Are you enjoying this, Stanley?
Not
Are you
really.
having fun? Is this a real video game? Well, I sure hope you're having a good time, because guess what? It's over.
Oh.
That's right. Your little fun comes to an end.
Oh.
This is my game, and what I say goes. You get to have fun when I let you, Stanley. Besides, you need someone like me to set boundaries for you. Hold on. What are you doing? Stanley, don't do that. I can't follow you there. I can't help you. How will you write
I didn't
a
know
story
anything
without
would
me?
happen.
You can't do it. You know that. Stanley, come back.
I didn't know that would happen. I didn't. I didn't think anything would happen. What did I do? What do I do? Oh God. Oh. Did I, I don't know. I don't know what to do. I kind of. Huh? Oh, there's a light. I think I fucked it. I think I fudged it. Huh? I can go back to my office? Where am I supposed to go?
I wonder what he found. If what he wanted was to be the leading man in his own story, well, perhaps he's gotten it. Down in wherever he is right now. I wonder if he's happy with his choice. And if he's learned the heavy cost that comes with it. He'll understand soon what I was trying to tell him. He needs me. Someone who will wrap everything up at the end, to make sense out of the chaos and the fear and the confusion. That's who I am. That is what I mean to this world. Oh, yes. Yes, I'll be back. There's no other way. Once this ends, after it all comes to a close, then I'll be back. The end will be here soon. Very soon. I can wait.
I'm sorry. Wait, okay. He's silent.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Shut up. Okay, what are we doing now? What are we doing now? We gonna listen?
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors,
wanna
he
listen?
entered the door on his
Or we
left.
wanna like
Furry.
not listen? Okay, we're gonna listen this time.
Yet there was not a single person
That's
here
not
either. Feeling a
don't get
wave
fired,
of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
It's not supporting you more. Okay, wow. We just do it in a cycle.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
All right. There's a bathroom. I have to go to the bathroom. Because the boss knows that what the boss says goes. If the boss suffered losses, then that's what the boss chose. Because the boss knows that what the boss says goes. If the bosses suffered losses, then okay. Nice.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
Okay.
Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Okay. Okay.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
All right.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Uh-oh. That is a bunch of numbers.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out? Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
That one's just broken. Okay.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
And so Stanley decided to turn everybody into a furry.
Okay.
No, he refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never! It was unthinkable, wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
Okay.
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
Yes.
And legendary freak decided to turn all his viewers into furries.
Okay. How do I turn this off? That's how to turn it on. I don't have claws, okay? Control. How do I turn this off? Do I just go through the door? I can turn it on, but... Okay, should we turn it on or should we turn it off? Up to you guys.
I didn't turn into a furry. Nice try.
Okay.
Legendary freak is turning all his viewers into furries. You all grow tails and big fluffy ears.
Okay. Okay. And so the question is, okay. Wait, can I make polls? How did you do that? Oh, there you go. Oh, here we go.
IDK.
Quick poll. Yeah. Wait, no, stop. How did she do that? Oh, okay, custom. No, it's standard. Create new. Turn off. Turn it off. Go. For, yeah. 3 minutes. There we go. There's the poll. Okay. I think I did it right. There we go. Turn it off. Okay.
Turn it off.
I can't vote on my own, so it's just like having to let you guys vote up. So he turned it off? There's a lot of stuff going on. Oh.
And when at last he found the source of the room's power, he knew it was his duty, his obligation, to put an end to this horrible place and to everything it stood for.
Okay. So we turned it off. Okay, cool. Off.
Blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over?
As it turns out, Legendary Freak turned all his viewers into
defeated the
furries.
machine, unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him, for it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his. And that was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door.
Yep. We're listening to all of it.
Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
Yay! Stanley was happy.
Then Legendary Freak, aka Stanley, became a furry on TikTok.
Okay, so
all of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
What are we doing?
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
What are we doing?
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
So, are we doing everything opposite of what he says? Are we just doing everything opposite? And this time actually listen to him and like say on the platform? Yeah, then listen once. Okay. Okay, so we're staying on the platform.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Okay.
Wow. Yes. This room. What a beautiful room.
Yep.
What a gorgeous, gorgeous room. Thank goodness Stanley had taken this detour on his way to the meeting room.
Yep.
Life without having experienced this room was but eager to get back to business. Stanley took the first open door on his left.
We going through the door? We'll go to the door. We did it.
And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
Ooh, which way? Which way? Which way? Which way? Which way, guys? Which way? Which way? Don't listen. Wait. Okay, keep going down.
But Stanley didn't want to go back to the office. He wanted to wander about and get even further off track. So now in order to get back, he needed to go, from here, it's, left.
Okay.
Oh, no. No, it's to the right. My mistake.
Okay.
No,
Wait.
no, not the right. Why would I have ever said it was to the right? What was I thinking? It's clearly... Oh, dear. Would you hold on for a minute, please?
Hello, my little furry.
Hi, welcome in, Bella.
Let's see. We went down, right, left, down, left, right. Yep. Okay. Yes. I've got it now. This story is absolutely, definitely this way.
Okay.
No. This isn't right at all. You're not supposed to be here yet. This is all a spoiler. Quick, Stanley, close your eyes. Okay. We just need to get back to, oh, who am I kidding? It's all rubbish now. The whole story completely unusable.
Oh, shit.
How about, rather than waste my time trying to salvage this nonsense, we'll just restart the game from the beginning.
Okay.
And this time, suppose we don't wander so far off track, Okay. From the top.
All right.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
All right.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
So, we gonna listen again?
When Stanley... Wait, what?
Huh?
No, I restarted. I swear, I definitely restarted the game over, completely fresh.
Oh, no!
Everything should be...
I broke it.
Did something change? Stanley, did you change anything when we were back in that room with all the monitors? Did you move the story somewhere, or... Hold on. Why am I asking you?
I'm
the one who wrote the story. It was right here just a minute ago. I know for sure that it's here somewhere. Okay, then. It's an adventure. Come, Stanley. Let's find the story.
Which way? Which way? How do I even begin to... Oh, right, this way. I can't jump. Okay, oh, God. Oh, God. There's too many choices! My brain is melting.
I'll say it. This is the worst
Okay,
adventure
I'll
I've
pick
ever been
one.
on. I can promise you there definitely
I'll
was a
pick
story here before. Do we need to restart the game again?
Oh, shit.
Well, I found it unlikely that we'll ever progress by starting over and over again. But it's got to be better than this. Okay, let's give it a shot. Why not?
Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, God. Okay.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room.
Yep,
Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. Okay, yep, it's worse. I might be remembering this wrong. It's possible the story is back where we just came from.
Okay.
Why don't we go back the other direction and see if we missed anything?
Okay. That's different.
Aha! I knew we'd missed something. The story. Here it comes. No, wait. Never mind. Not the story. Okay, let's head back the other way and retrace our steps.
Oh, God. We got lost. Oh, God. It's even worse.
Now this... Well, I'll be honest. I don't recognize this place at all. Is this the story? I don't think so.
Where are we?
I can't quite recall, but I believe my story took place in an office building. Is that correct? Do you remember, Stanley? Well, do you know what? Since I've completely forgotten what we were supposed to be doing, how about this? You win! Congratulations!
Yay!
I know you put in a lot of hard work, and it really paid off. So, good job. Oh, no, I don't feel right about this at all. We both know you didn't put in any actual work for that win. Some people win fair and square, and this was not one of those situations. Okay, I'm getting weirded out by whatever this place is. I don't care what might happen this time, I have to restart.
Okay.
All right, I've got a solution. This time, to make sure we don't get lost, I've employed the help of the Stanley Parable Adventure Line.
All right.
Just follow the line. How simple is that?
Oh, okay. We want to follow the line? Do we want to follow the line? Are we gonna listen? I think we listen. Do we listen? I'll listen. Hey, Solitaire! Okay.
See? The line knows where the story is. It's over in this direction. Onward, Stanley, to destiny. Though, here's a thought. Wouldn't wherever we end up be our destination, even if there's no story there? Or to put it another way, is the story of no destination still a story? Simply by the act of moving forward, are we implying a
God.
journey
I know that
such
VA.
that a destination is inevitably conjured into being via the very manifestation of the nature of life itself? Whoa, 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 whoa. Hang on. That got a bit weird back there. Well, I'd like to apologize. Not sure where I was going with all that. You know what? I think what we need right now is a bit of music to lighten the mood.
Oh, okay. Financial records.
Wait,
Okay,
cut the
wait.
music. Go back and look at that fern. Stanley, this fern will be very important later in the story. Make sure you study it closely and remember it carefully. You won't want to miss anything.
Cool. Okay. Welcome in, Moon.
Wait, what? We're back at the office? No. Line, you do know we're looking for the Stanley Parable, right? The story? Is any of this ringing a bell?
It's this way.
Oh, no, not again, Line. How could you have done this to us? And after we trusted you, after everything we've been through, you... Oh, I can't take this anymore. To hell with it. Restart.
Oh, God. Okay.
You know what, Stanley? I say forget the adventure line. What's it ever done for us? We're intelligent people, right?
It was
Why
fun.
can't we make up our own story? Something exciting.
Let's
daring,
go.
Mysterious.
Come on!
Ooh, this all sounds perfectly doable. Why don't we simply start wandering in, well, I don't know. How about this direction?
I want the line.
Okay. No, listen? Okay, cool. Wait, which way you say? Which way? This way. Oh, okay.
Now, yes, this is exciting. Just me and Stanley forging a new path, a new story. Well, it could be anything. What do you want our story to be?
I don't
Go
know.
wild. Use your imagination. Whatever it might be, Stanley, I'm ready for it.
Okay. Monkey brain, activate.
Oh, no, not you again. Stanley, I'd also like to veto the line from having any role in our awesome new story. No lines or monitor rooms. Just don't acknowledge it, and we should be fine.
That was a trademark on it. What if we... brain! Okay. Okay.
Ah, a choice. We get to make a decision. From here, the story is in our control.
Okay, which way? Which
How
way? Which way?
important we mustn't squander the
Which way?
opportunity.
Which way we going? Which
In
way?
fact, I believe
Which
I need
way?
a minute to think here. Just walk in circles for a minute. Okay, so I know
line.
that each door has to lead somewhere. which means that somewhere at the place where we're trying to go, there must be a reverse door that leads here. And that in turn means that our destination corresponds with the counter-inverted reverse door's origin. So starting from the right, let us ask, will taking the right door lead us to where we're going? And since the answer is clearly yes, then by all accounts, the door on the right is the correct one. Another victory for logic. Come, Stanley, our destiny awaits.
I'm sorry, I didn't catch any of that. What? Okay, this way.
Oh, hold up, what's this? The confusion ending. You're telling me that's what this is? It's all one giant ending? And we're supposed to restart the game, what, eight times? That's really how all this goes? It's all determined? So now, according to the schedule, I restart again. Then what? Am I just supposed to forget? Well, what if I don't want to forget? My mind goes blank simply because it's written here on this thing, wall. Well, who consulted me? Why don't I get to decide? Why don't I get a say in all of this? Is it really? No, it can't be. I don't want it to be. I don't want the game to keep restarting. I don't want to forget what's going on. I don't want to be trapped like this. I won't restart the game. I won't do it. I won't do it. I won't do it. And the timer stopped? Does that mean, did we do it? Did we break the cycle? The, whatever it is that made this schedule? How would we even know? Will someone come for us? Will something happen? So, okay. I guess now we just wait. You know, I suppose in some way that this is a kind of story. Wouldn't you agree?
Sure.
I'm not quite sure if we're in the destination or the journey, though they're always saying that life is about the journey and not the destination. So I hope that's where we are right now. We'll find out, won't we? Eventually. Well, in the meantime, if you... How long was I sitting there? Stanley wondered to himself. Minutes? Days? Centuries? Did something crucial happen while my senses were turned? He made a note to be more careful with time from now on.
I don't know. I don't know what is. I don't know what's going on. I have no idea what's happening. Okay. Confusion is what I'm feeling right now. What the hell? What the hell? What do I do? Should I just keep going, or? Hold on, I'm taking my shoes off because like I'm very uncomfortable with them on. So I'm just like AFK for a second. Okay. Okay. Oh my god. Just keep going. Just don't listen. Don't listen to him. Okay, cool. Very easy to not listen.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
I don't feel like it.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. The lounge was sublime, a work of art. What was it about this room that called so deeply and so personally to Stanley? Its grace, its subtle charm.
I want a drink!
Stanley knew it was something deeper, something darker.
I just wanted to drink, man. Okay, whatever.
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Don't listen?
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Is this where you ain't
Look,
listen?
Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not.
So I just jump off
I
right now,
realize
right?
that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you forgot. What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side.
Okay.
Give me a chance. Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
Nope.
Aha, perhaps you misunderstood. Stanley walked through the red door.
Nope.
I still don't think we're communicating properly. Stanley?
Nope.
All right, fine. Go ahead, Stanley. You want to know so badly what's out there? You want to find out what lies at the end of this road you've chosen? Well, don't let me stop you. You see? There's nothing here. I haven't even finished building this section of the map because you were never supposed to be here in the first place. Broken rooms, exposed developer textures. Is this what you had wanted?
It is
Was
really
it
what I
worth
wanted,
ruining
man.
the
It
entire
is
story
100%
I'd
what I
written
wanted.
out specifically for you? Do you not think I put a lot of time into that? Because I did. And in the end, it was all for nothing. Because this is what you wanted to see. Help me here, Stanley. Help elucidate these strange and unknowable desires of yours. What would have made this game better? What did you want to see? Vehicles?
Legendary
is not listening because he's a
absolutely
furry.
nothing so far. Tell you what, let me take a stab in the dark at a
There
new
you go.
design and you can give me some feedback. There we go. A third option. This already feels leaps ahead of where we were before. Go
Okay.
ahead, Stanley. Take it for a spin.
This way.
Okay, I'm going to stop you there. Now, tell me about your experience with this new version. Would you say
said
that the
one.
game benefited from allowing you more choices?
We said
Feel
one,
free
right?
to be honest. I'm looking for some real critical feedback here. A 1?
Yeah.
I mean, I can understand if you had reservations, you saw ways the game could be
I feel like
improved
a
to
dick.
more fully express itself mechanically and artistically, but a 1? That's not even helpful. What am I supposed to do with that? But I guess it isn't my place to judge. Here, based on the data from your previous playthrough, I've compiled a new version. And to be perfectly candid, I think I've knocked it out of the park with this one. Let's take a look.
Okay. That the word leaderboard. We're going to this one.
Now, would you say that competitive leaderboard helped you feel motivated
One.
to keep walking through doors? Again, honest answers, please.
Okay, 1.
Hey, I nearly forgot. I've got a prototype of a new game I've been working on, and now would be a lovely opportunity to give it
Alright.
some playtesting. You wouldn't mind taking a look at it,
Just
would
don't
you?
don't play it.
Perfect. Let me boot it up.
Yep, we gotta watch the baby
In
die.
this game, the baby crawls left towards danger. You click the button to move him back to the right, and if he reaches the fire, you fail. It's a very meaningful game, all about the desperation and tedium of endlessly confronting the demands of family life. I think the art world will really take notice. But of course, the message of the game only becomes clear once you've been playing it for about 4 hours. So why don't you give it 4 hours of play
Wait.
to make sure it's effective? Be sure to keep notes on
Wait.
your experience. Because if it's the latter, well, I don't know what to do. I'm completely out of ideas. I can't think of a
Okay.
single thing that might improve the experience for me. I'm not even going to try. I'm out. I'm done. It's over. Thank you for playing. Your input was extremely valuable. Oh, hey, since my game was so awful, why don't we play someone else's game? Just to ease
Okay.
the pain.
And we go back
Let's see.
to what was this game
What do we
called?
have
I don't
here?
remember. Firewatch? Yeah.
Yes. This seems like it'll work. Let's give it a shot.
We gotta go through Firewatch. Is that what's going on?
Aha! Fascinating. What do you think this game is about, Stanley? What's our backstory? What is our motivation?
Yeah,
But it seems
Firewatch.
obvious to me that you are meant to play as a creepy man, spying on innocent civilians below you from up high in your creep tower, perhaps for some sort of twisted erotic purpose. Yes, that must be it. What a fascinating venture into the experience of total mental depravity. So far, I love everything about this game, Stanley. And it seems there's even more. Come, let's venture outward and see what else is out there.
Oh god, it's just telling me I'm losing connection on stream. Yep. You want me to listen on or like stay on
Oh,
Rocket League?
No, it can't be. It is. It's an open world game. Good God, quickly block it off.
Yep. You blocked off Rocket League, man.
Thank goodness, Stanley.
Not
What a
Rocket
close
League.
call.
You blocked off Firewatch.
I really wandered off into that thing.
Wow,
That big
it's a
open,
circle of
just wandering
brick.
around, no right or wrong directions, no path to follow. You can just go in any... Oh, thank heavens we avoided it. We're out of the woods now, Stanley. Okay, I'm going to get us out of here. Let's find another game. Preferably something with walls. Something with nice, big, insurmountable walls.
Okay. Just do nothing on Rocket League.
I think this will be just the thing.
Yep.
Wonderful. See, this is exactly what I had in mind. Just a nice big box for you to run around in. There isn't any possibility that you could get lost
Should I
here.
play
Now
Rocket League?
this is game design. Stanley, if you manage to get lost in this game, I will be phenomenally impressed.
So, should I play his game or should I just not?
Okay, so what exactly do we do here? Let's see. There are lots of cars here in the back, but obviously there's no racetrack. Okay, I'm seeing that there's a ball of some kind back here. Is this game sports ball? Stanley, I think it's sports ball. Oh, what fun. We shall run the bases and do a touchdown together.
As a Japanese flag,
I think surely we must.
I don't know what that one
Okay,
is.
Stanley, here's the ball. Have fun.
Wow, there's a lot of flags. Yeah, Rocket League. Ah.
Are you doing it? Are you winning? Is this fun? Is it better than my miserable little story that I worked so hard on? Stanley, I have a thought, and I realize I'm not a sportsologist, but if one ball generates a certain amount of raw adrenal pleasure, then surely multiple balls makes for an even more euphoric sports experience.
Okay,
I'm going to try
I'm not
it
doing
out.
anything.
Here comes another ball.
No, we ain't doing anything.
Yes. Oh, goodness, that really does feel amazing, doesn't it? Stanley,
Don't play.
I'm like a child
Okay.
in a confectionery
Don't
shop.
play.
I simply have to have more. I'm insatiable. More balls.
As it turns out,
legendary freak really loves balls.
Are you enjoying this, Stanley? Are you having fun? Is this a real video game? Well, I sure hope you're having a good time, because guess what? It's over.
Oh, fuck you.
That's right. Your little fun comes to an end. This is my game, and what I say goes. You get to have fun when I let you, Stanley. Besides, you need someone like me to set boundaries for you.
Wow.
Without rules or boundaries, video games are nothing. Yes, that's what I am. I am structure. I'm your sense of purpose. And since you decided you didn't want to play my game, now I don't want to play with you either. So, goodbye, Stanley. I'm leaving. See how you like it when I'm not around to set the rules. Somehow, I don't think you'll enjoy it as much. But who knows? You're an inventive kid. You'll come up with something. After all, you're the one who knows best. Take care, Stanley.
Wow, damn. He is emotional.
Please bring back the balls. Legendary freak loves balls. Legend of freak. is a furry that loves balls. Legendary freak is a furry that loves balls. He really loves them. Okay. I need to shut the fuck up.
It's a fucking... Out of context, yeah. Okay. Please reconnect. Fuck. Okay. I am going back. Oh, I'm setting up oh. Yeah, okay. Alright, we're back on here. Yay! Okay. Okay, please. Hello, Andrew Garfield. Welcome in. So, okay, we're kind of trapped. I pissed off the narrator. I pissed the narrator off. Okay.
How long was I sitting there? Stanley wondered to himself. Minutes? Days? Centuries? Did something crucial happen while my senses were turned? He made a note to be more careful with time from now on.
Okay. I got kicked off. I have really downgraded the resolution and stuff, just so I can get a better connectivity. Okay.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
So, do I not listen, or do I listen? Listen or don't listen? That is the question here. Left, right, left, right, left, rear, then
The furry needs to know!
Okay. I think I would love to have a chibi model and then just have that voice on it, just to piss people off. So,
I don't need a furry model. I don't need a furry model. Okay? I don't need one.
Stanley just stood there doing nothing at all. He
Shut
seems to
up!
think I have nothing better to do with my time than to sit around and describe every fascinating little detail of his inability to do anything.
Which way do I
This
go?
is why Stanley and I are on such good terms.
I'm asking chat, okay? I'm asking my chat which way to go, okay? You can chill out for a second. Don't do nothing? Okay.
Stanley just around, being the furry he is. Oompa loompa doopity doo. I got a little song for you.
Oh, God. I have way too much fun with that voice, man.
Oompa.
Oompa loompa doopity doo. I got a little song for you. Furry, legendary furry, doopity dee. He is the furry that he is. See.
God, I am so fucking dumb. Why do I do the things I do? Okay, you want me to go left? Okay. I just like making fun of myself, man.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Okay. Broom closet. Wait, I can go in here?
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
Well, actually, there is a couple things. That's a welding cable. I actually know how to use one. Big old wrench.
There was nothing here.
Wrench.
No choice to make, no
There's
path to follow.
wires.
Just an empty broom closet. No reason to still be here.
That's a hose nozzle. I'm looking at everything, okay?
It was baffling that Stanley was still just sitting in the
Will
broom
you
closet.
hold on a second?
He wasn't even doing anything.
Duct tape.
At least if there was something to interact with, he'd be justified in some way. As it is, he's literally just standing there doing sweet FA.
Fucking anything, okay. That is a bad wire, isn't it?
Are you really still in the broom closet?
Yeah, I'm
standing
actually
around
curious
doing
now.
nothing? Why? Please offer me some explanation here. I'm genuinely confused.
I'm just looking at things. What is that? Oh, it's a little...
You do realize there's no choice or anything in here, right? If I'd said Stanley walked past the broom closet, at least you would have had a reason for exploring it to find out. But it didn't even occur to me because literally this closet is of absolutely no significance to the story whatsoever.
Well,
I never would have thought to mention it.
I'm just in a broom closet, man. I'm in a closet. Okay.
Maybe to you this is somehow its own branching path. Maybe when you go talk about this with your friend, you'll say, "Oh, did you get the broom closet ending? The broom closet ending was my favorite." I hope your
XD,
friends find
okay.
this concerning.
I'm concerned you put XD. I'm just in the closet, man.
Stanley was fat and ugly and really, really stupid.
Wow,
He probably
okay.
got the job
Oh.
because of a family connection. That's how stupid he is.
Okay.
That or with drug money. Also, Stanley is addicted to drugs and hookers.
No!
Well, I've come to a very definite conclusion about what's going on right now. You're dead. You got to this broom closet, explored it a bit, and were just about to leave because there's nothing here, when a physical malady of some sort shut down your central nervous system and you collapsed on the keyboard. Well, in a situation like this, the responsible thing is to alert someone nearby so as to ensure that your body is taken care of before it begins to decompose.
Wow.
Hello? Anyone who happens to be nearby?
Thank you,
The person at this computer is dead. They have fallen prey to any number of your countless human physiological vulnerabilities. It's indicative of the long-term sustainability of your species. Please remove their corpse from the area and instruct another human to take their place, making sure they understand basic first-person video game mechanics and filling them in on the history of narrative tropes in video gaming, so that the irony and insightful commentary of this game is not lost on them. All right, when you've done that, just step out into the hallway.
What do you mean I lied to you? What did I lie about? Alright. Happy lurking.
Legendary freak is literally in the closet. That means he's gay.
I am not, though. I'm not gay. I'm not gay. Nope, I'm not. I'm not gay. Okay, I'm getting out.
Ah, second player. It's good to have you on board. I guarantee you can't do any worse than the person who came before you.
Fuck you! Okay.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Whatever. Chill. Are we going up or down? Oh, God. I'm not thinking of how fucked up this clip is gonna be. Okay. That clip is gonna be so bad, bro. Okay. Is it gonna be the same thing? I got the feeling money's for stealing, but not yours, of course. So that's a lovely purse. Okay. Wait, what? Come on. I haven't seen your channel, so I don't know what you've posted already. Okay.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. What could it mean? Stanley wondered aloud to nobody. He began wildly tearing through papers on the boss's desk, pulling books off the shelf, looking behind paintings, desperate for clues to his situation. But his attention was caught by a keypad behind the boss's desk. What could its purpose be? In fact, this keypad guarded the terrible secret that lay buried below his feet. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this. Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Okay. Where do I go? He wants me to go down. I don't want to go down. I guess I have to go down. Oh, it was up. An upper. Okay. I should have went up. Okay, we're not listening at all now. Okay.
Whoops. Nope. Never mind. Stanley actually got back into the elevator and went back up. Silly me. Why did Stanley do that when he knew that it would just lead back to his boss's office? Well, that's a great question. I just can't wait to find out.
Hey, okay. Wait. Oh, it does.
Here we are, Stanley. It's your boss's office. Exactly the way it was before you got onto the elevator. It's still just exactly what it is. What a decision you've made to come up here and look at the office again. This has fleshed out the plot of the story in new and fascinating ways I could have never anticipated. It's that keen eye for storytelling that you have, an incisive rapid fire of critical plot points, one after the other, weaving a rich tapestry of uncompromising narrative. Wow. I'm bolted to the edge of my seat.
Okay. I guess we're going back down. Because I thought that would be... Oh, we can go up, right?
Incredible. Now he's getting back into the elevator and going down again. Ladies and gentlemen, how does he keep coming up with all of this?
I'm being roasted, man. Should we just go back and up and down? Up and down again?
Did you think we were going to go forward down the spooky corridor? No. It's time once again to go back up in the elevator. I can't even begin to grapple with what might be up there. Is it the boss's office again? Or what if it's the boss's office this time? The suspense is killing me.
Oh, I can't. Okay.
Oh my god. It's the boss's office. This absolutely changes everything for me. Give me a time out here for a minute while I process this.
Nah. Oh. What the... Alright.
Okay, I'm ready. I'm prepared to embrace this stunning revelation and to move forward with... No! No, wait! No! I need more time to process.
Okay. Oh, fuck. It's so stupid! Why is it making me laugh so much?
All right. I have fully come to terms with it. I have made space in my worldview for this astonishing new reality. As before, I turn to your expert eye for gripping narrative, Master Stanley. Of course. Going back down in the elevator. How did I not anticipate it? I mean, sure, now it's obvious, but you have to understand that 30 seconds ago, this kind of thing had never been attempted before. I had no frame of reference to even anticipate it. That's just how revelatory Stanley's decision-making is. A breath of fresh air in a landscape of storytelling that has grown stale and repetitive.
Okay, we're going back up. We have to go back up, right?
You know what? I've just thought of something. Hold on, let's stop for a moment.
What?
Don't you realize? It's the anticipation, Stanley. You and I, we have no way of knowing what will be at the top of this elevator. But the suspense, the agony of waiting and anticipating and having to guess, that's the real thrill.
Yeah!
Oh, I simply don't want to let that feeling go. It's so precious, so fleeting. Why don't we take this elevator ride nice and slow?
Oh my god.
There we go. Isn't this so much more exciting? You know, Stanley, it seems like nowadays the only thing that audiences want is to be shocked as loudly and frequently as possible. They want big, explosive moments flung right in their faces from the very moment that things get started.
So stupid.
But where's the tension? Where's the trust in the audience to build a slow and nuanced appreciation for the story, the characters?
God, it's just
Why
like
aren't we given time to imagine the surprises?
I
to
went
have
up
to think,
once and
to
caused
anticipate, and then to marvel at the eventual reveal. This is storytelling, Stanley. What you and I are doing right now. This is the most exciting narrative to be developed in years, and it's really all because of you. You're the one who took this bold step of revisiting the exact same locations over and over. Truly,
It's kicking
I mean
us out
it.
again.
This is unique and different. It's not like anything else out there. You see, I want stories that surprise me, Stanley. I want to have to think. I want to be engaged and not pandered to. We're being fed such unimaginative drivel all the time, and we all know it, which is why we're so starved for content that makes us feel sharp and vital and alive. That's why people like you so much, Stanley, because you're not afraid to spit in the face of tradition.
Oh my God.
You're a role model, you know? People look up to you. Which is why, though I didn't know when to spring this on you, but, well,
Yeah,
I've gathered a little
don't worry,
press
I'm gonna
conference
post this
for
whole
you,
VOD
so that you
on
can talk
YouTube.
about your work and
It
your
just keeps
storytelling and
kicking
your
us out.
life. Yes, I know you're not much for the public eye, but I thought it would especially mean a lot to the people who have been following you from the beginning. They really look up to you, Stanley. I don't know if you realize the impact you have on them. This is the kind of gesture that might leave a tremendous impact on them for the better. Oh good, we're here.
Oh my God.
Okay, the room where we're holding the press conference should be just around the corner here somewhere.
The world's healthiest human being. All tricks revealed. How we did it. The pyramids. The guy who went to Mars. Oh my God. All eyes on Stanley. No fucking way. World peace, baby. Oh, we gotta go down? Okay. We're 100% going down. Oh, he locked it! No! Okay. He locked the door. We gotta go to the press conference now. Shit. World peace, baby.
Ah, yes, here it is, just through this door.
World's first sentient machine.
All right, are you ready? I've told them you're going to speak a little bit about the nature of surprise in storytelling and what it means to craft a truly unpredictable narrative. Oh, don't worry, you'll do great. Just be yourself and speak from the heart. I'm really proud of you, Stanley.
Up again.
Okay,
Down
it looks
again.
like they're ready for you. Go get them.
Oh my God! Stanley reveals all his new. Oh my God! It's so stupid, bro. Congratulations, Stanley. Remember where you came from, your coworkers. Story: Stanley, me, Dad, age 6. Thanks for showing me that cool skateboard trick in the parking lot. You're too cool. Good luck on stage. Rock out. Break a leg, champ. Your boss. Oh my God. Oh my God. Okay. This is the stupidest shit. The dude who came up with pizza. You know what? There's actually. Oh my God! Oh my God!
All of his co-workers were gone.
That
What could it mean?
was the stupidest
Stanley decided
thing.
to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Oh my God. Wait, what? What?
Oh, new content? What does that mean, new content?
What? What?
Hello, and thank you for playing the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe.
Oh.
As you may know, the Stanley Parable was a video game released in 2013 on home computers. After receiving critical and commercial success, it was expanded upon in 2022 with the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, a reimagining of the game for consoles and home computers.
Okay.
The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe features exciting new content that broadens and expands the world of the Stanley Parable, delighting audiences the world over. Please, step inside and see what thrilling new adventures await in the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe.
Oh, well, this sounds delightful. I'm very excited to see the thrilling new Ultra Deluxe content. Okay, so far it's an elevator. Nothing special yet, but I'm sure it's just the beginning of a mesmerizing adventure. Is it broken?
Huh?
What's going on here? Should we be moving somewhere or... Oh, there we go. All right, finally, at long last, it's on to the new content. I've never been more ready. Let's do it.
Yep. Let's go.
I have to say, initial impressions of Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, mostly tedious. It's as if the... Oh, okay. Let's see the content. Give me the content, Stanley. All right, let's see. It's the jump circle.
Oh. I can only jump in a circle. Okay. What happens if I hit 0? Nothing. Cool. Cool.
Is that it? Surely that's not all the new content. There has to be something else, right?
What?
Goodness. Another elevator. Stanley, I have to say,
Wow.
Initial impressions of this game are not positive. It's just elevators and jumping. Is this what passes for exciting new content? If this is new content, then I could just read you the whole dictionary. There's 20 hours of new content right there. Hell, I could count to 30 trillion. You could put that on the box. The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, now with over 1,000 hours of new content. And oh, wait. There's more. Very good. Yes. I knew there had to be something else. Let's see it. I'm ready for whatever it is.
Okay.
That's it? Oh, you've got to be kidding me. You see, Stanley? This is what happens when greedy video game developers with no respect for their fan base rush a cheap expansion to market for no reason other than to make an easy dollar. And don't get me started on the level of craftsmanship that's gone into it. In fact, I'm looking right now at the game's achievements, and it's hard to believe one of them actually says, "Test achievement, please ignore." What quality assurance department signed off on this? I'm infuriated and I'm offended, and I intend to find these people on Twitter and hold them personally accountable.
Oh god, he's going to cancel.
It's my fault, Stanley. I built up too much anticipation around the new content, I'm afraid. It could never have lived up to such expectations. If you're still with me, why don't we just reset the game and we'll try to get back to what the Stanley Parable is really about. No frills, no gimmicks. Just you and me having a great time together like always. What do you say, friend?
All right. That ain't right.
Psst! Stanley! Come over here! In the vent! I want to show you something!
I kind of want to see what's upstairs, though. I kind of want to see what's upstairs. Okay, actually, you know what? I'll believe you. We're both disappointed about that new content. What we got? What we got?
Okay, you remember how cheap and unsatisfying the new Ultra Deluxe content turned out to be? Well,
Yeah.
it got me thinking about the past and how much better the Stanley Parable used to be. So I made something special and tucked it away here where the game's developers won't find it. Just our little secret.
Oh.
Take a look. I call it the Memory Zone. It's where I've been storing all my favorite memories so I can relive the peak experiences of my life whenever I want. Experiences like the launch of the Stanley Parable on PC. You see, Stanley, doesn't the Memory Zone remind you of how wonderful Stanley Parable was before it was sullied with a cheap re-release? Remember back in October of 2013
Don't forget the
when the
Stanley
game
Parable.
originally launched? Back then, video games had integrity. Back then, it all meant something. Oh, the waste.
Our first kiss. My first car. The release of Stanley Parable in 2013. Alright. Good times. You know what? Sure. Good times indeed. The Stanley Parable. Buy on Steam. What everyone's saying. Oh my god. On Firefox. Clicks. Oh my god. That is old. Their first dollar. Oh, a trip down memory lane. The Stanley Parable disc. Bits of music. Smile because it happened. Oh my god. Stanley Parable demonstration. The demo. Wow. Unachievable. It is impossible to get this achievement. Go outside. Don't play for 5 years. Is that actually an achievement? Oh my god. New video game releasing today. Creators surprisingly down to earth. Rutgers goes from scandal to new crisis. A designer hat! But a small creature owns the other half. Okay. You had me excited, man. Okay. Oh my god, okay.
And over here is where I keep reviews of the Stanley Parable. Like this stunning triumph of games journalism, 10 out of 10 from Destructoid.com. James Stephanie Sterling writes, and I quote, "Where so many games that aspire to be more than games end up less than any form of art, Stanley Parable strives and then succeeds to be every game ever created." Did you hear that, Stanley? Every game ever created. That's how grand and all-encompassing the original Stanley Parable was. It was literally every game ever created. It was Skyrim, it was Persona 3, it was all of them, and now it's nothing. It's no games at all. It isn't even the Stanley Parable anymore. It's just a husk. Now, a lifeless husk with an hour of new elevator content.
Okay. Wait. What's down here? Memory zone maintenance. Oh my god, making the Stanley Parable.
Here's another moving passage, this time from GameSpot.com. The Stanley Parable is both a richly stimulating commentary on the nature of choice in games and one that offers some of the most enjoyable, surprising, and rewarding choices I've ever been confronted with in a game. 9 out of 10. Don't you get it, Stanley? The game was perfect. It didn't need anything else. It didn't need new content. It just needed to be left alone, to spend the rest of time collecting dust in the hallowed hall of beloved video game memories.
Holy crap. You have boxes in the way, my guy. I can't get through.
These were simpler times, Stanley. But I wouldn't give to go back, to have it all over again. Wait, hang on. I don't recall this part of the memory zone before. What's this? What's down here? Oh no. Oh God, no. Stanley, it's a collection of reviews from Steam, the online video game distributor.
Oh no.
I haven't looked at these in years. I can't even imagine what's been collecting down here.
Oh no.
Surely these reviews were glowing as well, weren't they? Honestly, I could not be bothered to play this game to full completion. The narrator is obnoxious and unfunny, with his humor and dialogue proving to be more irritating than entertaining. Unfunny! I'm not trying to be funny. I'm trying to make a serious work of art. I suppose I could write up a handful of gags to insert into the Stanley Parable, but the game is already such a densely layered web of profound philosophical insights that I can't even imagine where I'd have the room to stick them. Okay, let's see what this one says. While the idea for the game is good, for someone who prefers non-linear games, this preachiness gets annoying fast. Preachy? Stanley, I'm not preachy, am I? You can tell me if I'm preachy. Honestly, you can. Oh, goodness. This is actually quite shocking for
You
me.
have some
I always,
here.
well, to be honest, I had always thought of the game's dialogue as being rather terse to begin with. You can't know how much fluff I cut from the game to get it to feel as light and airy as it... Well, I always thought it did, but maybe it wasn't. Oh dear. What an awful memory to have to hold on to. These black marks are my otherwise unimpeachable track record. I feel like a failure. Like I let these people down.
Oh,
Perhaps
no.
the Stanley Parable isn't quite as sterling as I always remembered.
Yeah, sorry guys. I'm gonna post this later, but the TikTok is just not letting me stream. So, I'll post the VOD later, and I will try to encourage people to go to my YouTube if they want to see what I play and how this goes. I'll try to keep going live on TikTok. Maybe I'll just use Streamlabs. I don't know. But as for right now, I can't use TikTok Live. So that's going to be a problem.
What's this one got to say? You constantly have to stop doing anything so the narrator can catch up with his long-winded explanations of what's happening. I wish there was a skip button. A skip button? Well, yes. Yes, I think we can do that. If I'm truly too preachy, then maybe letting you skip ahead for just a moment, surely it couldn't hurt. Not if it means we can strike these negative reviews from the record. Only positive reviews of the Stanley Parable. That's my motto today, and it's always been my motto. I'd do anything for the customer, Stanley. Yes, a skip button we shall have.
I don't think it's necessary.
And here it is. Go ahead and give it a shot. I'll pop you forward in time so... Oh, you're back, you see. You were only frozen in time for a few minutes, but it was plenty of time for me to deliver a long, rambling monologue full of unnecessary verbal flourishes and lengthy Well there, sport. You really did catch me rambling on a bit, didn't you? But that's the power of the button. The minute I start to go off on a thoughtless display of self-absorption, it's right at your fingertips to go poof! Okay, welcome back, Stanley. Now, I should say that the amount of time the button has been skipping through is becoming longer and longer. That last one was, well, I want to say maybe 30, 45 minutes? It's not unendurable by any means, but it's, well, there's really only so much I can ramble on to myself about. I know, it's shocking, isn't it? But at any rate, I do suggest that we not press the button again.
I'm pressing it.
Stanley, please don't push the button again. It's been 12 hours. You've just been frozen there. I don't know why the skips are getting longer, but they're really, truly getting longer. Oh, Stanley, you're back. You're back. Oh, my goodness. I have someone to talk to again. Stanley, I think it's been a week. Or 2 weeks.
You've been
I've been sitting here all that time. Just
why?
Sitting here. Not a single person to speak. Oh, hello. It's you. You're here again. Welcome. I have had time to think about you and about us and about everything we've been through. I've had so much time. I stopped keeping track after a year. Have you ever sat down in one place and not moved for one entire year? Let me describe it for you. To begin with, there is only regret. There is only the turning wheel of missed opportunities. I felt nothing.
Narrator? 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 You alive?
But they didn't understand the game was never meant to be funny. It was meant to have a point.
Uh-oh.
It was meant to speak to the human condition. But where are the jokes? Where are the jokes? They bemoaned, they screamed, they gnashed their teeth and said, entertain us. It wasn't enough. They had to leave a pathetic little thumbs-down review and make all of their pitiful demands. But then, he's talking too much, they said. First, he didn't entertain us, now he won't shut up. It's the inconsistency, it's the lack of accountability.
Hell yeah!
It's the unwillingness to examine with an uncompromising heart the words that they are speaking into the world. As though there were no consequences for a lack of cohesion in one's assessment of others. But of course, absolutely anyone can leave a review. So here's what we get. We get these demands that seek everything and are accountable to nothing. We get a world where someone will say, oh, there should be a skip button. You should be able to freeze Stanley in place while the narrator sits there forever and ever. We want all of this in the new Stanley parable. We demand it. And then, because it was said, because it was spoken, now it simply has to happen. The most immediate desires, every single thing demanded by every person at every moment in time. If someone wants it, then it's a crime not to bring it into being. Have we been given to indulging every fleeting whim for no reason other than to do so? Yes! Yes! It seems that this is now the world we live in. It seems that we are a people living in such bleakness and discomfort with ourselves that our entertainment is now our lives. It has come to represent us. It absolutely must speak to who we are as people, because otherwise, without our entertainment, we have nothing. Without entertainment, we would have to face inward toward the cruel bleakness inside ourselves.
All right.
We would...
So, how long has it been?
The end is never the end, 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 is never the end.
It's starting to leak. This place is falling apart. I think this was this fast forward button is a mistake. Nature is taking back now. Okay. And now nature has died. What is going on? Am I gonna get jump scared? Does the fast forward button work? I guess not. Narrator, help! Help me! Narrator! I don't know what to do. Narrator!
All of his co-workers were gone.
Okay.
What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I want to do what Whataburger pulled in. New content.
Oh, good. You noticed my sign. Yes, I have something very exciting to show you.
Okay. Yeah. What do you want to show me, bro?
You see, Stanley, I've been reflecting on the Stanley parable
It got
and
you
about
that
how
much?
roundly disappointing this ultra-deluxe version has turned out to be. The original Stanley parable was a landmark, and any new content for it should live up to that legacy. So forget this ultra-deluxe nonsense. I say we take it one step even further.
Okay.
Which is why I'm very proud to announce for the first time ever, the Stanley Parable 2.
Oh my god. The end is never the end again.
Yes, you see, isn't this far superior to a measly re-release with a few minor additions? Think of all the new territory we'll cover with a fully fledged sequel. An entirely new experience, built from the ground up. Why, there are so many possibilities. It could go in so many different directions. This is what fans have truly been asking for.
Is it? I mean... what?
Calling it the Stanley Parable 2 is just so much catchier than Ultra Deluxe, don't you think? Ultra Deluxe? What does it even mean? But the Stanley Parable 2, now that's an artistic statement right there. It's future-oriented. It screams progress and innovation and long-term franchising potential.
I mean... Okay, 2 Stanleys now.
Now, to be clear,
That would
I
actually be
haven't
pretty
quite
cool.
nailed down what exactly the Stanley Parable 2 is going to be, but let's take a look at some of the features I've been developing for it. I figure that if I can loosely organize a handful of interesting concepts, that surely the game will sort of naturally spring up around them. It'll all work itself out. Game development is much more of a fuzzy magic than anything scientific or logical, really.
The prequel to the Stanley Parable 2 is the sequel to the Stanley Parable. Is the prequel to Stanley Parable 2 is this okay. Okay, this is getting unhinged. New features. Okay. This is getting a little unhinged. The Stanley Parable 2.
Here we are. Go on, try out some of the new features.
Okay. Merch. Okay, we have merch now. The end is never the end again. Okay. Clean. That's just a 2 on the shirt. This t-shirt is the best new feature. Actually, I would actually wear that. I would actually wear that. That is dope. I saw the new content. Okay. Office decorations. The Stanley Parable Reassurance bucket. Yeah. The button that says the name of the player that is playing the game. I am scared. I am actually scared. Are they gonna dox me? Hear your name in the game.
For the Stanley Parable 2, I asked myself, what do players really want? And of course, the first and most obvious answer is that they want to be individually recognized and validated as people. So with that in mind, my first addition to the game is this button which speaks the name of the person playing the game. Isn't that wonderful?
Get my hand on the bleep button.
Jim. Sorry, I should have clarified. Right now, the button only says the name Jim. But of
Okay.
course, in the final game, this button will say your name, whatever name that is. Here, let's have you role-play as Jim to really simulate the full experience of this feature.
All right.
Just play along. I promise you'll love it. Okay, here we go. Let's take a deep breath, clear your mind, forget whoever you are, and simply become a person named Jim.
Yeah.
I want you to imagine yourself living as Jim, sleeping and waking as Jim, falling in love and being heartbroken as Jim, seizing all of the world's possibilities as Jim, and as Jim watching your dreams crumble into dust. Do you feel it deeply? Are you really, truly Jim right now? If so, then please step forward and press the button. Jim. Yes! You see! What a thrill! What a rush! That was you! The button described you! Do it again! Do it again! Jim! Oh, it hits even harder the second time. If this were the only new
Okay.
feature in the Stanley Parable 2, it would still be worth the money. Let's take a break from the Jim button. I'm too emotionally drained from all of this personal validation. Jim. Whoa there, cowboy. Sometimes a person can be too much Jim. I'm putting the Jim button away. Otherwise, soon you'll start to lose all sense of who you actually are. Jim.
Okay. That was hilarious. Can I press these? Too big, too small, just right. Okay, well.
I suppose I could allow only people named Jim to play the Stanley Parable 2. That would actually save me the work of finishing this feature.
You heard Jim in the game. Okay. Yeah! No screenshots. A whole new office. No screenshots. Red is new orange. The baby is all grown up. Okay. Alright. Okay, jump circle and infinity hole. Infinite hole, okay. Let's try the reinsurance bucket. Okay. Wait, what is this one? Office decorations. I want to see the bucket.
A common complaint of the Stanley Parable was that it was confusing and paradoxical, that it engendered a chaotic sense of reckless despair in those who played it. Well, I'm happy to say that after much consideration, I've engineered a clever solution to this fundamental problem with the game. It's the Stanley Parable Reassurance Bucket. You see, Stanley, anytime you're holding the bucket, a sense of calm and ease will fill your mind and your heart. It's true. As long as you hold on to the bucket, the many disorienting contradictions of the Stanley Parable will feel perfectly normal and perhaps even comforting.
Awesome.
You may even come to long for the gentle embrace of jarring cognitive dissonance while the bucket is in your arms. And to be honest, it's a much more convenient solution for me than actually redesigning the game to be less uncomfortable. Can you imagine what a pain in the ass that would be? Yes,
yeah.
The bucket is the perfect solution.
Absolutely.
Come on, give it a try.
Yeah!
Can you feel it?
Absolutely.
The glow of comfort, even in the face of crushing despair, must already be sweeping through your body.
Yes.
And in fact, can I say that I do believe the bucket lends you an air of charisma as well?
Oh, I got Riz?
I think that just holding it has made you the slightest bit more attractive as a person.
Oh, yeah,
the benefits of the bucket seem to go on and on, don't they? All this and more await you in the Stanley Parable 2.
Yeah. That's the bucket Riz. Alright. Can I carry this with me the whole time?
Does anyone give out awards for most enjoyable bucket in a video game?
I don't think so.
That really should be an award if it isn't already.
That's new. Okay, so should we go? Oh God. Collectibles. Okay, let's go ahead and go to this guy.
Okay, I'll be honest, I haven't yet decided on this one. I think that in the new version, the office could use a bit of decoration, like balloons. But I'm undecided on Get Well Someday and Happy 12th Birthday. Which would you go with?
You know what? Okay.
You know, sometimes when you solicit another person's opinion, it makes you realize that you knew which one you actually really wanted all along. Happy 12th birthday, step-niece, it is.
Okay. Alright, cool. Oh my God.
Or actually, maybe I should have gone with... No, I've made my decision, we're moving on.
Alright. The jump circle.
You know what? Let's bring the jump circle back for Stanley Parable 2 as well. It's a... Oh, wait. You already spent all your jumps the first time we saw the jump circle. Oh, well. I suppose it can just be a nice decorative piece, then.
Okay. Oh, shit. Free achievement. Oh, yeah, we're doing it. Pull the lever, receive your new achievement. Okay, let's go.
Now, here's something special. You remember that broken test achievement that got left in the game on accident?
Yeah.
Well, I'm developing a technology to simply give you the achievement.
Let's go!
Yes. You see, you'll come to this lever, and when you pull it, Okay, perhaps I should have clarified. This is technology that will exist. Right now, the achievement is still fully broken. I'm not a wizard, Stanley, but I guarantee it will be fixed in the sequel. To at last satisfy the hordes of ravenous fans all over the world who have been uproariously demanding this feature. Gamers, we hear you, and I promise it will happen.
All right. All right.
What else? What other exhibits haven't we seen yet?
Collectibles? Oh my god.
Ah, collectibles. Now it's a real video game. In the Stanley Parable 2, you'll run around gathering up these miniature Stanley figurines. And what's truly innovative is that there will be no reward for collecting all of them. I don't want to stifle the intrinsic joy of watching a number go up. You simply collect all of them, and then you move the hell on with your unremarkable life.
Okay. Alright.
God, it really is the worst when you collect everything in a video game and then they give you a big fancy reward for it. Absolutely tragic.
Really? There's the exit. The infinite hole? I mean, you can go to the infinite hole. Epilogue.
An epilogue would be fun, wouldn't it, Stanley? Yes, yes, it will go at the end of the, well, we'll figure that out later.
All right. Wait, I guess we can go the infinite hole. I mean, if the exit is there, but... What happens if I took screenshots? I don't know.
Stanley, here's an idea that I'm truly fond of.
Okay.
It's never been done before in a video game. This is, in fact, a hole that you can fall down forever. That's right. Infinite falling. You can fall until the end of time, if you like. A stunning leap forward for video games as a medium.
Okay. Oh, I guess we're going down.
You see, isn't it wonderful? One of my more ingenious concoctions, if I do say so. Now then, since you've gotten to see the infinite hole, you can press the teleport button to pop back up to the top, and we can continue onward.
Oh.
Great. Now, I'm very excited to show you even more of my ideas for the sequel.
Okay, so it's not okay. That's cool. Wait, are there actually statues that we have to look out for? The collectibles? Is that something I have to look out for? Because I really don't want to do that. I am just about to like end stream today because it's getting late. I guess we go the exit. Wow.
All right. Have you seen everything you wanted to? Ready to move on now?
I guess so. Holy crap.
So, Stanley, what do you think? Do you like all of the new features? Yes, I know it's not exactly clear yet how exactly these features will come together as one single coherent video game, but
think they're gonna happen.
I can feel it in my soul. It's going to work. There's definitely a good game in there somewhere. Say, let's do an experiment.
All right.
I'll arrange these new features together, and we'll see whether or not it coheres into a meaningful gameplay experience. Okay. Are you ready? Here it is. I give you The Stanley Parable 2.
Ah. Oh my goodness.
Well, I mean, there's potential here, right? It's sort of... Okay, never mind. Hold on, let me do a different arrangement. Okay, yes, this is much better. I feel good about this. Here we go. Version 2.
Well...
Who am I kidding, Stanley? This isn't a coherent video game at all. It's a lot of gags. And I do very much enjoy creating gags, but they don't add up to anything.
I mean, it has everything.
I wanted more than anything to create a sequel that would capture all the magic of the first game. I wanted fans to love it. No matter how good these gags are, they won't stand on their own. They would need the structure and the gameplay of the original. Wait, maybe that's it. I can take the original Stanley Parable and simply, well, insert a few of my new features into it. Tastefully, of course.
Yep.
With respect. With care for the vision and integrity of the original game. Would it possibly work? I suppose it could. But it would need a really, really tremendous title screen. A title screen that says with bold and uncompromising conviction, "This is the Stanley Parable 2. Let me see if I can whip something up. All right, perfect. Go ahead. Take a look.
Oh, bro.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee...
Oh my god.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. Stanley felt the bucket calling to him, begging him to pick it up. Why was he not doing it?
Where is the bucket? I didn't see it. Oh.
Stanley picked up the bucket.
We have to have our bucket.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
I want to see how far this goes.
Still no one was here. Stanley needed the bucket's warmth and comfort now more than ever. Perhaps his boss's office was where he'd find answers.
Hell yeah. We want to do that again.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
How far does this go?
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Crushed by the weight of this revelation, Stanley may have broken down into an emotional dumpster fire, if not, but Stanley guessed the correct code by sheer luck. Was it the bucket knew all along? Was the bucket guiding him?
It is, yes.
This is certainly the most logical explanation.
Yes.
You found one of them. One of the miniature Stanley figurines. Remember, no reward for collecting all of these, only the intrinsic pleasure of a job well done. You can't buy that sort of happiness, Stanley. God knows I've tried. So, I implore you to savor each and every moment you come across one of these beautiful figurines.
Oh my god.
The elevator raced downward, plummeting towards an unknown fate. It would be all Stanley could do to keep himself together, if not for the bucket. Soothing him, comforting him, reassuring that in this darkest moment of uncertainty, he would be all right. The bucket is here for you, Stanley. Everything will be fine.
Thank you, bucket.
Stanley and the bucket walked straight ahead through the large door that read, Mind Control Facility.
I have to do that escape later.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley and the bucket both wondered to themselves.
Oh my goodness.
The monitors jumped to life, and Stanley nearly dropped the bucket in shock. Everyone in the office was being videotaped, monitored like guinea pigs. The bucket had never seen anything like this, and it very nearly burst into tears as Stanley cradled it gently, reassuring it that everything would be fine.
Yes, bucket. It's all going to be okay. We'll turn it off together.
Was the bucket under the mind control facility's influence as well?
Not the bucket!
Had the bucket been told to do things it didn't wish to do? What kinds of things does a bucket want to do or not want to do in the first place? These questions raced furiously in Stanley's feeble mind. No! He screamed into the bucket. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control.
No,
Never!
We have to stay strong for our
He
bucket.
squeezed the bucket tighter. His one friend in the entire world.
Yes.
At this point, he could trust no one except for the bucket.
Yes, my bucket friend. The bucket has always had my back.
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life.
Or a bucket
For
fight.
he and the bucket would dismantle the controls for good.
Me and the bucket have escaped!
Stanley and the bucket waited in blackness. Was it over? Yes, they had done it. Stanley and the bucket had defeated their greatest and darkest enemy.
Hell yeah.
Freed themselves from the tyrannical grip of the evil mind control machine. Freedom was now mere moments away. Excitedly, the two of them began to discuss the kind of life they wanted to live once they stepped through this massive door. The bucket wanted to learn to roller skate. Stanley wanted to sneeze in every country on Earth.
Wow.
Both of them wanted to begin watching a movie, any movie, but then stop it halfway through and begin watching it in reverse from the end. True, it was a simple life they envisioned, but it was one they'd lived together, with one another to lean on, to trust, to support, and...
Huh?
What? Wait. What was happening? Why had the door stopped?
What?
Was Stanley and the bucket not about to be freed?
What?
An unbearable silence filled the room,
What?
lingering in uncertainty, until finally the truth hit Stanley square in the face. This building did not want the bucket to leave.
No!
Even the facility itself recognized the incredible calming presence of the bucket, needed the soothing warmth of the bucket, would go to any lengths not to part with the bucket. No. Stanley can't leave this place. Not while he has such a precious bucket in his arms. Not while this building has anything to say about it. Stanley realized he would never again leave this very room. But at least he has the bucket.
I have the bucket.
To be trapped eternally in darkness isn't really so bad, Stanley thought to himself. As long as I have my bucket with me, right? I'll be okay, won't I? Stanley gulped. Very soon now, he was about to find out.
Wait, isn't it over?
Stanley knew the office layout like the back of his hand. It was only a matter of time before he found the others, wherever they were. Just a matter of time. Stanley lifted the bucket into his arms, and a wave of comfort...
Okay, I gotta leave. It is getting late for me. I'm going to end this stream here. Thank you guys very, very much for watching. I love you guys very much. Thank you everybody for watching and hanging out with me on the stream today. Thank you for hanging out here. I love your lovely faces. And I'll see you in the next one. And I'm going to start streaming from Streamlabs on TikTok again, I guess. If things get bad again, then I will for sure take a hiatus from TikTok Live. But thank you guys very much for hanging out with me. I love your lovely faces, and I'll see you guys in the next one.